Hello guys, so today we have a section 1 type question. This should take you less than 90 seconds to do, so I'm just going to go over slowly how to go about this question. So first thing you want to do is set it up nicely. So we know that we have X, Y, Z, and the categories that we were interested in is the capacity and percentage filled. Okay, so we know that each is exactly half 50% full. Okay, so write 50. And we don't know the capacity, but we just know that two of them can hold twice as much as the third one. So in this kind of situation, what we want to do is we want to assume that X and Y are the two which can hold twice. So give us, like, say this was capacity was liters. I'll just go the random 2 liters, 2 liters, and 1 liters to just make things easier. Okay. So next category is content. How much is actually in there? So we have 1 liter, 1, and 0.5. Okay, so that's how you set it up, with the assumption that X and Y hold 2 liters, and Z can hold a capacity of maximum 1 liter. Okay, so half the glass is poured in glass X is poured into Y. So 1, we go 0.5 goes over there, and the new content is we're left with 0.5, and this one becomes 1.5. Then half of Y is poured into Z. So 1.5, that goes 0.75, and we're left with 0.75. If I were to add this up, 1.25, do you see how in this one, 0.5 can go into the 2 liter capacity, 0.75 can go into the 2 liter capacity, but 1.25 is greater than Z. So therefore, if the small glass were to be Z, this wouldn't work out. Okay, so next thing you want to do is quickly assume the other way. So what we want to do is let me see if I can switch the numbers around, the letters. We just want to move the letters such that X, Y, Z is like that. Okay, so Y is the small glass. And then you want to go through your options again. So from X to Y, that's 0.5. And you're left with 0.5 here. And you're left with 1 here. From 1 over here, that's 0.5 taken. You're left with 1.5. And you're left with 0.5 here. So from this back to X, okay, it's 0.75. And you're left with 0.75 here, and you're left with 1.75 is the new thing. So as you can see, 0.75 goes into 2, 1.75 goes into 2, and 0.5 goes into 1. So this can be done without spilling any water if the small glass is Y. So the answer is B. So again, what you want to do to just quickly summarize is to set this question up as neat as you can, and then do a quick randomized trial and error. Okay, so you assume Z to be a small glass. If it doesn't work, quickly switch those letters around and assume Y to be a small glass, and in this case it works. If it doesn't, quickly try X, and then if nothing works, then you can try out D. Hope you guys found this useful. Thank you.